First question, active voice, passive voice. The boy laughed. Laughed is V2. When V2 is given, we want was or were in the passive voice. Laughs wrong, was okay, was okay, was okay. But if you observe, second option contains being, third option contains being. If being is there, then in the question I need V1ing. Only if V1ing is there, then only I can take being. But in the question only V2 is given. So being not possible. Therefore the answer is fourth option. The beggar was laughed at by the boy. The boy laughed at the beggar. The beggar was laughed at by the boy. As Ichabod jogged slowly on his way, his eye, ever open to every symptom of culinary dash, ranged with a delight. Delight means positive, happy, feeling happy, over the treasures of jolly autumn. Autumn means season. Culinary is nothing but cooking related. So culinary few, culinary ARY. If a word is ending with ARY, it is an adjective. It is an adjective. So I require a noun in the blank. Few, it comes. It's like an adjective only. Abundance, ANC in noun. Lack, it is V1 or it is V1 only verb. And ACE adjective. So we need to find out the answer between these two, either abundance or inadequacy. Culinary abundance or culinary inadequacy. If it is inadequacy, we don't have delight. Because of abundance only, we have delight, second option. Excuse. The next few annual sessions were held in different cities. Next few, can it be the first sentence? No. In the Methodist Central Hall in London and included representatives of 51 nations. There is no subject verb object sentence formation. In this sentence, there is no subject verb object. Means what? In Methodist Central Hall in London, in that Central Hall, something happened. We don't know what is it. And it included, something included representatives of 51 nations. So this does not have subject verb object agreement properly. If you look at a sentence, few annual sessions subject were held, passive voice verb in different cities object. So first one is in the proper way, subject verb object agreement. Excuse. Second is not right. Look at see, the first session of UN General Assembly was convened on 10th January 1946. See, first session was convened, so subject or verb object correctly given. Second session in New York and third session in Paris. After first comes second, after second comes third, third comes next few. But I don't know what is the order. Can I pair after DA? The second session in New York, third in Paris, and the next few annual sessions were held in different cities. Can I pair DA? First one we have already eliminated, CA, no. But there is no DA. Do we have DA? AD, the next few annual sessions were held in different cities. The second session in New York, third in Paris. So it will be AD. Why? Because of different cities. New York, one city, Paris, another city. So AD. Where is AD? AD. Is it CBAD? The first session of UN General Assembly was convened on 10th January 1946. So where was it convened? Where was the first assembly held? In the Methodist Central Hall in London, included representatives of 51 nations. Later on, few annual select sessions were held in different cities. One in New York, other one is Paris. Third option, correct answer. Old school. Old methodology. Outdated techniques. If you talk to your grandfather thinking is one way, your father thinking is another way, and your thinking is entirely different way. You want to start something, you want to do something, But you are thinking like your grandfather in this present competitive market. Will it work out? No. Your grandfather must have watched black and white TV. Your parents have watched color TV. Now you're watching smartphone and the flat screens. So old school means old mentality, old ideology, old thinking pattern. Historic school, old fashioned ideas, older generation, antiquated area. Answer 2 or 3. Answer. Second option, old fashioned ideas. We also will become old for our children and grandchildren. Don't worry. We are young now, but in the future we'll become old. Assured means some sort of surety. You are sure, some sort of certainty. Guaranteed, same meaning, okay. Indefinite means not definite. Excuse. Dissuade, opposite is persuade. Persuade means convince. Dissuade, not convincing, discourage. Distress, sadness, negative. Answer is 1. Assured means guaranteed. A scientific study of measurement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Metrology is nothing but scientific study of measurement. Petrology means scientific study of rocks. Scientific study of rocks is nothing but petrology. Meteorology is nothing but scientific study of meteorology. Universe, space and its effect. Universe, space and effect on earth. Meteor. And etymology, study of derivation of words. Where is the word coming from? Where is the root word? What is the root word? Is it from Greek or Latin or French or Spanish or Sanskrit or Hindi, Arabic? Study of derivation of words. Answer is third option. Once again I found myself scanning through art books 2. After 2 we require only V1. Comes wrong, coming wrong, come okay, come okay. Answer 2, 4. To come up with an inspiring still life project, come down with. Come up with, come down to. The phrase is come down to, come up with. You need to come up with the answers. You need to come up with your responses. Incorrectly spelled confiscation, violation, exhausted and commission. Answer. EXHUASTED. How many of you have been attending? How many of you have been sitting in the classroom since 6:30 a.m.? Since 6:30 a.m. I am in the class only, sir, in CC. Are you not exhausted? Are you not exhausted? Exhausted means extremely tired. Breakdown, collapse, accomplishment, malfunction, defeat. You don't know what is breakdown, then you can select the option based on the given options. Collapse, falling down, negative. Accomplish, achieving, positive. Mal means always bad, negative. Malfunctioning, not functioning, wrongly functioning. Defeat, negative. Only answer odd man out is accomplishment, achieving success. Breakdown, breakdown. Bus breakdown ayindi antaru. Bus breakdown means bus brake is not working. No, vehicle stops working. A vehicle stops working is called breakdown. Bus breakdown ayindante oka vehicle pancheyadam aagipoyindi. Malfunction అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. And breakdown, another meaning is emotionally down. When she heard the news of her father's death, she completely broke down. She completely broke down means she collapsed emotionally. Vaccines have a higher bar of prove themselves safe as they are given to the healthy. After a preposition, I need ing or a noun. So, of proving themselves. Of proving themselves. March on, the army commander says to the soldiers. The army commander commands to march on. Commands to whom? To soldiers, right? First one, no. Commander commands that the soldiers to march on. Army commander commanded. No, it is already, it is given in the present, says. So third one not possible. The army commander commands the soldiers to march on. Answer 2 or 4. Fourth option. In this way, matters went on for some time without producing any material effect on the relative situations of the dash powers. The is given and powers noun. Before noun in the blank, I require an adjective. Adjective noun. Argue V1 not possible. ING. INGs and EDs also act as adjectives. Remember. Interesting movie. Movie noun. Interesting adjective. Boring movie, entertaining movie, ing also act as adjective. Ed kuda talented student, committed student, dedicated student, frustrated student, like that. Dispute v1 or noun not possible. Contending ing. So answer 2 or 4. Coping means dealing with. భరించేదాన్ని ట్యాకిల్ చేసేదాన్ని డీల్ చేసేదాన్ని కోపింగ్ అంటాం. కంటెండింగ్ is nothing but competing. Contending means communicating, mentioning. So answer 2. What kind of powers? Contend, arguing powers. Fourth option. At the request of 1/3 of the member states, may be first, may not be first. As of May 2020, there have been 28 special sessions. The UNHRC can decide at any time to hold a special session to address human rights violations and emergencies. So it can address human rights violations, it can conduct special session. Look at D. The UNHRC holds regular sessions 3 times a year. So what is the first one? B, C, D? Definitely not B. C or D? Okay, let's assume that we don't know what is the first sentence. It may be C or D. But in D, what is he saying? What does UNHRC does? It regularly conducts 3 sessions a year. March, June, September. But what happened? It can decide at any time to hold a special session if there is any human violation. Human rights violation conduct cheyochu. Yearly 3 times కాకుండా ఎక్కువ కూడా కండక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు. హ్యూమన్ రైట్స్ వయలేషన్స్ అయినా కానీ ఎమర్జెన్సీస్ వచ్చినా కానీ. సో సిడిడిసి DC at the request of 1/3 of the members. So it can decide at the request of 1/3 of members. As of now, there have been 28 special sessions. ఇప్పుడు దాకా 28 special sessions జరిగాయి అలాగా. DCAB fourth option. Light years away. When something seems unlikely to happen, to large expansion, something which is unreachable, something very far away. 1 or 4? Something light years away. Sir, I will become RBI governor, sir. You can become RBI governor in light years away. Light years away means it will never happen. It rarely happens. So general meaning of light years away means very long. It may be past or future. We don't know when. When dinosaurs existed, light years away. We don't know when. So 1 or 4. Far is related to distance. Answer 1. When something seems unlikely to happen. Dimension synonym: aspect, nothingness, paltry, triviality. Triviality partly same, something which has a less value, something less meaning. Paltry, triviality. తక్కువ విలువైన దాన్ని, తక్కువ వాల్యూ ఉన్నదాన్ని paltry, triviality అంటాం. Negativeness, nothingness is nothing but negative. Dimension is nothing but aspects. Aspect, angle, measurement is called dimension. Words written on a tomb is called epitaph. Fourth option. Soliloquy means talking to the self when alone. Talking to the self when alone. Thinking loud when you are alone. Sol means lonely. Locus means speaking. Speaking to yourself when you are lonely. That is called soliloquy. Epigraph, writings on the building, writings on a stone, writings on a building or on a stone is epigraph. Epithet, yeah, correct. Sachin Tendulkar is also called Master Blaster. The Master Blaster is nothing but a special nickname that is called epithet. In heroes, Telugu heroes, we have nicknames, right? Prince Mahesh Babu, Power Star Pawan Kalyan, Mega Star Chiranjeevi, Young Tiger. So they have their special names. Those special names are called epithet. Now the answer is fourth option. If judges became is past, became increasingly more activist with these cases, then even larger losses on these mortgages for banks can. Now when can, see, according to if conditional, if you are taking a can, will, shall, may, ఈ వర్డ్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఈ మోడల్ వర్బ్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు హియర్ in the subclause, if clause lo V1 or V1 yes or yes we require. V2 not possible, V2 not possible. So 3 or 4. Judges already plural. Become or becomes? Only become. Already yes unte ikkada pettoddu. S is already there in the noun, so you should not keep yes in the verb. Become increasingly more. Abundance, plenty is the same meaning, but what is asked in the question? And ample also same. Ample, abundance, plenty, copious, bountiful, plethora, umpteen, these are all synonyms. Answer is 2 or 4. Lack or little. Lack means you don't have. You lack communication skills means you don't have communication skills. Little means koncham. So what will you take? Abundance means more. Having more. Answer fourth option. Little. The country has steadily descended into political and economic chaos. Descended verb V3. Verb partner eppudu adverb ayi undali. Steadily. The country has steadily. Gradually కిందకి జారిపోతుంది, కింద పడిపోతుంది అన్నమాట. Steadily is needed, second option. Incorrectly spelled laureates, audience, military, succession. Why succession wrong spelling? Double S is needed, succession, fourth option. Australia's hotel quarantine system has been an dash effective first line of defense. An effective first line of defense. An extremely effective, okay. And not possible, A is possible for marginally. And adequately, A moderately. Answer 1 or 3. An extremely effective line of defense or an adequately line of defense. Now we are talking about effective. Adequately effective, extremely effective. Extremely effective line of defense. Against COVID-19, the country has largely dashed the virus. Largely, see, largely kante mundu emundi has undi. So here I require V3. Retained ante continue, maintain. It has largely continued virus. Eliminated, permitted. This is V1 not possible. Positive, negative answer. Quarantine system and largely eliminated. Excuse. It has largely eliminated the virus, often going weeks without a locally dash infection. Infection, noun, A article, adverb, I require an adjective in the blank. A locally forfeited. Forfeited is nothing but something fake or penalty or compensation. Ditch. Ditch ante telusa? Ditched. When you are walking on the road during rainy season, you can find many ditches on the road. Ditches ante water potholes antam, ditch. And inko ditch enti mosam cheyadam. She ditched me after loving me for 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. Ditched me, mosam cheyadam, munchesindi. And is a locally forfeited infection, ditched infection, acquired infection or evaded. Evade ante avoid. Answer. It's a locally acquired infection. Hotel quarantine is a dash, a huge part of that success. Achieve until away from is doubted, negative, repudiate ante negative, cancel, leave. Only positive is odd man, that is the answer, credited. So hotel quarantine is credited a huge part of that success. ఇది అంతా కావడానికి huge success ఏంటి, hotel quarantine అండి. But a series of isolated local cases in recent months, all from hotel quarantine leaks, have caused alarm. Alarm means shock. Since November, 3 cities have dashed snap lockdowns, have entered lockdown, excluded negative, eliminated negative, stricken, grief stricken, negative, stuck అయిపోవడం. 2, 3, no. Answer is first option. They have entered lockdowns. That's all for now. Thank you.